What's good with y'all? It's your boy NoMercyLambo, aka belt winner, MCS champion, unstoppable champion, NoMercyLambo, man. And we've been taking a break off of YouTube. We've been putting in work. Won a belt this year, meaning we were the #1 player in the world for the unstoppable EA MCS challenge. And enough of the jibber jabber, man. We're back to show you the defense that no one other than TTV Fancy 214 Fancy, 3 belts this year, and the defense he used to win $250,000 at the Madden Bowl. So let's get straight into it. So the defense we're going to be talking about is the $3-2 defense. So first things first, you're going to go auto flip off, which is very important. Default is fine, but if you're trying to run it like Fancy and how most of the pros run it, you're going to put it on baseline. None of this stuff, you can leave it all the same, and occasionally Fancy would like to put 5-yard hooks, but for the most part you're going to leave this on default. And you know, this is only for long down and distance, Mabel, but really you just want to leave everything the same and maybe put this on 5 if your opponent's spamming zigs, drag routes, stuff like that. But the reason you want this on default and not hooks on 5 is when you have it on default, you can run match coverage. When you turn your zone drops on, it disables the match feature. So even though you call, so what I mean by that is right here, we'll call a play. If I call a play right now, you see how all the players are getting manned up. The tight end got manned up. I'll run it back for you. So if you call match, the tight end got manned up. Everyone gets matched onto each other, okay? But if you turn these zone drops, on 5, and you call match coverage, watch how it plays now. You see how the players no longer match? So what I recommend is running it on default. You're gonna run it on default. That way you can still mix in match coverage. See, no one matches here, no one matches here. So yeah. Now the way we're gonna do this, right? So the blitz that everyone is running, right? It's this blitz right here. It's just an A-gap blitz. If you guys know, I was the originator of the A-gap. I started it with the 6-1 defense, and people brought it to this. So what, you got this dude in a blitz angle right here. This guy's in a blitz angle. He's your primary blitzer. So what you're going to do is stand here on the gap, hold your left stick down towards the guard, and when they hike the ball, you're going to hit the guard, and this dude's going to come straight through. Now, a tip to make that come in more, you're going to want this guy to be a lot skinnier player, so probably a safety, or even a skinny linebacker is fine. And yeah, so that's the basic blitz right there. Now what people are doing is they're zoning out this dude right here. And the reason this blitz is so good is because even if you're sending 3 or 4, even if you contain anything, this blitz is still going to come in unless they block a player. You can't full slide, you can't half slide. There's nothing you can do. So right here you're going to see I'm sending 3, I'm containing. Same exact result. He's going to run straight through the gap. It messed up that time. Let's run it again. Maybe containing isn't the best. But I zone this guy out right here. Hike. Boom. Run straight through. Bow. Now, say for instance you don't run default. Watch what happens when we reset the play and we don't do default. Say we do default alignment. The reason default is a little bit flawed is these players in certain blitzes, you see how they like come in. This dude will come in right here. There's certain plays when you're not on baseline to where the DBs will come in. And when you try to run this blitz with the DBs like this, I mean the defensive ends like this, it's a lot harder to get him to run through the gap. It still works, but it's a lot harder, trust me. So baseline is what you want to do. Now, we're going to take it up a notch. So we got cover 4 quarters. We got the cover 4 drop, Tampa 2 drop. And what Fancy likes to do is mix in DB blitz too. So right here, we're going to call another play. So they come out. So right here, when you just call the play cover 4 quarters, the DBs are going to be so far back, all right? The safeties are too far back, and you're going to give up a seam streak, which is a tight end on a streak or a receiver on a streak. So what you want to do is call this play double safety go. You could call the play FS zone blitz. Any of these are fine, all right? You could call, SS zone blitz is fine too. Actually, I recommend SS zone blitz right here instead of Tampa 2. And basically what's going to happen, right? You're going to audible to a play out of this. And now you see when you call cover 4 quarters, these safeties are in the box and you're not going to give up a seam streak. Now, what you want to do is mostly always keep a cover 4 look. If you put a deep half or inside third, they're just going to run straight by you. So you want to just keep this like this. And what a lot of pros like to do, they'll either run the match stock. Now, this is the second blitz, all right? The second blitz is you call either a cover 4 quarter or you call SS zone blitz. Any play where this dude is already blitzing, this linebacker on the right side. What you're going to do is you're going to drag him over, all right? And you're going to stand right here. Now, this blitz right here, it's a loop blitz. He's going to loop around and come in and attack the quarterback. That's the loop blitz right here. Now, another thing you could do is call this SS zone blitz real quick. Same exact concept right here. Now, with this one, you don't have to hit the line. But if you want to be advanced and run the defense like Fancy, you're going to sit here and you're going to sit here like you're going to hit the gap again to make them think between either the loop or the A gap. So right here, fake like we're hitting the line. He's going to loop around, hit the quarterback. Now, the reason this is so good, when your opponent calls play action, this dude is no longer going to loop around. So we're going to call play action snag right here. And watch how the dude doesn't loop anymore. It completely destroys this blitz. So what we like to do, what the pros are doing, is they'll call cover 4 drop, right? They'll bring this guy over. Now, you can't do this when your player's already in a blitz angle, because if you try to re-blitz him, he's going to still take this angle. So you got to call a play where this linebacker is already starting in his zone. Now, when he starts in his zone like this, you're going to bring him over, you're going to blitz him, and then hop on this guy. Not the safety, sorry. You're going to hop on the left linebacker. And now they're going to think it's the loop. And if they call the play action play, right, what you're going to do is usually shade down like a cover 4 look like this, and you're going to just hit the line. So boom, hit the line, and now the play action is not going to stop the blitz. And those are the two main blitzes that everyone is running. And that's it right there. That's how you advance your game. You mix in that loop blitz, and you mix in that. Now, the third blitz people do, they come out in the same thing. They call DB fire. They bring him over, don't change him, and they call this blitz right here. You can contain, you can crash up, you can do whatever you want, but you can leave it stock if you like. But right here, we're going to call it, we're going to contain, and look how the blitzers just shoot straight in. So those are the three blitzes you're going to mix in. And different shells you like based off those variations. Now, what else do we have here? We have the last adjustment, which is this package, the 3 defensive end package. What you want to do is take this left end right here, and not the starting one, but you want to take the secondary left end and sub in somebody that has lurk artist. So us, we have Anthony Barr with lurk artist. We're going to sub him in at left end, number 2. Now when we call 3 DNs, look what happens. We call 3 DNs right here. Anthony Barr is right here. Now he's supposed to be a lurk artist. We don't have lurk artist on him for some reason. But yeah, you'll have a linebacker now right there. So when you run this blitz, you could have a linebacker with lurk artist or someone who could actually pick the ball off for you, and he'll jump for you. And that's how you get an outside linebacker at the defensive end spot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is how Fancy runs dollar. This is how all the pros run dollar, how I run dollar. And I hope this helps you guys get a lot of stops and win some more games. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and new videos coming soon. Peace.